Yo, what's good, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another reaction video. We got Brandon Ayuk just made things ugly for the 49ers. I know it's been some tension about Ayuk wanting a brand new contract and stuff like that, want to be paid big money. I've been hearing rumors about him being traded to the Steelers. I hope that shit is not true, because I'm not trying to deal with his ass twice a season. But let's check this out.
As I see what's unfolding today with Brandon Ayuk, I shrug my shoulders. Oh, wait, Brandon, I love you. You're not very good at the whole cryptic tweet thing. Just a bunch of emojis.
Yeah.
Nigga trying to be Deebo Samuel so bad.
Money talks and BS walks.
San Francisco 49ers are in a very interesting
Hey, he got a point though. Don't want to pay him. His ass gonna walk.
Yes, I know this.
And he deserves to get paid good money. I ain't even gonna lie to you, bro. He's their best receiver.
Dealing with this drama about 2 years ago.
Because Deebo is a hybrid wide receiver.
Including a scenario where you keep Brandon Ayuk.
He's not a true wide receiver for them like Ayuk is.
Before we even get to the video, let me know in the comment section down below, especially if you're a 49ers fan, do you prefer Brandon Ayuk to be on the roster starting next year? Now that we get all that out of the way,
I could care fucking less. And like, bro, it's not my team.
on everybody. The San Francisco 49ers have one of the most unique roster makeups out of the entire NFL. I mean, they arguably have a top 5 or top 10 quarterback on the smallest contract in the entire NFL. And as a result, they've been able to splurge in other areas and get.
I wonder how much Purdy gonna get paid when it's time for him for his contract to come up and shit. Shit, hell, they might make Purdy the highest paid QB in the NFL. Wouldn't be surprised.
So as a result, the San Francisco 49ers starting QB, Brock Purdy, just has a cap hit of a little bit more than $1 million. And the 49ers will be able to get away with this for the next 2 years. But unfortunately, as a result of this, they have some very tough decisions to make. You see, 2 years ago, the San Francisco 49ers were in a situation with their star wide receiver, Deebo Samuel. Deebo Samuel started scrubbing his social media accounts of
I thought Deebo was finna be gone.
Which was kind of the trend at that time. That was pretty much the way you said, either trade me or pay me.
Yeah, Kyler Murray did the same thing.
Kyler Murray did the same exact thing. And it ended up working. Deebo Samuel got a contract extension. And at the time, I guess you could say he was worth every single penny of that contract extension. He was coming off of a season where he finished as a first-team All-Pro, made it to the Pro Bowl, and he was incredibly versatile for the 49ers because not only was he their wide receiver 1, but Deebo Samuel was their star running back as well. This was before the Christian McCaffrey trade. The man had 1,400 yards receiving, and on top of that, he had 365 yards rushing. But since that season, it seems like Deebo Samuel took a little bit of a step back. The very next year, he only had half the amount of receiving yards, with 632 receiving yards.
That's exactly why I said Ayuk is wide receiver 1, bro.
Because a brand new
so they better not let his ass walk.
As the #1 wide receiver for the San Francisco 49ers, and that
for their sake.
Brandon Ayuk.
The hell was that?
Always been solid for the San Francisco.
If they're gonna if they're gonna let him go, at least trade him. And don't trade him for a half-eaten apple, fucking cinnamon bun, and a moldy sandwich or some shit like that.
Breaking the 1,000-yard receiving mark over the past 2 seasons, including last year where he went over 1,300 receiving yards for the San Francisco 49ers. Clearly, Brandon Ayuk is on an upward trend, and his value for the San Francisco 49ers is without a doubt greater than Deebo Samuel. Not only is Brandon Ayuk one of the best wide receivers in the NFL, he is also one of the best run blocking wide receivers in the NFL.
And he's one of the best route runners as well. Definitely top 5, top 10 route runner in the NFL. You can add me on that one.
Make sure that you have blocking receivers such as George Kittle and Brandon Ayuk. And you have Brandon Ayuk, who both excels as a receiver and a run blocker. You have Deebo Samuel combined with Christian McCaffrey that can completely manipulate defenses. Defenses don't know who to key in on, especially whenever you run option runs. Is the ball going to be handed off to Deebo Samuel, or is it going to be a fake and an inside red zone to Christian McCaffrey? Or is it going to be neither? And Brock Purdy's just going to hold on to the ball and find Brandon Ayuk for an easy slant pass and an RPO. This is what makes the San Francisco 49ers offense so deadly. And so far, since Brock Purdy isn't making so much money, the 49ers can afford to keep everybody and pay everybody. But big decisions are coming up for the 49ers. And the biggest one, without a doubt, has to do with Brandon Ayuk. The moment the 49ers lost the Super Bowl, Brandon Ayuk's girlfriend said this.
Okay, this might have been the last day we touched foot on Levi Stadium, me and Braylon, because we might not be.
Did she call him Braylon?
Foot on Levi Stadium, me and Braylon, because
She called him Braylon. The fuck?
And Brandon Ayuk kind of doubled down on this, posting onto his story, "Don't forget what got you there." Brandon Ayuk's best friend also doubled down on this. This is the exact reason why we're leaving San Francisco. Thank you 49ers for drafting my brother. We are forever grateful. BA to Vegas. Why does your all-pro 1,300-yard receiver have 3 catches in the Super Bowl? And even after the Super Bowl,
Hey, he's got a
Brandon
point.
Ayuk, who was very emotional, made it
He was
seem
getting
like
that shit
he
locked
didn't
down, though. I ain't gonna lie to you,
Is your
bro.
hope to remain with the 49ers moving forward?
That's the right move, yeah.
Hey, bro. He like, bro, you can see the look on his face. Like, he wants out, bro. He wants out. Cause he didn't say yes. He wanna stay with the Niners. He said, bro, if that's the move, yes. If it's not, then I'm out, bro. I'm packing my bags and I'm leaving. On me.
For you?
Being a champion.
Brandon, what are you going to remember most about this particular roster this past season?
Guys that came in that were to be champions every single day.
Is he getting emotional? Heard his voice crack.
Now, currently, the San Francisco 49ers are going to be okay, at least for this upcoming season. They made some very difficult decisions, like cutting Eric Armstead in order to free up $18 million of cap space.
Damn.
Because Nick Bosa's cap number is about to go up. Deebo Samuel's cap number is about to go up. Trent Williams has the highest cap hit on the team. So the San Francisco 49ers
31
are
mil
in
in
trouble
cap
there,
is
because there isn't
insane.
really a great way to
Hey,
save
that's what
money
happens when you're the
teams
best tackle in
moving forward.
football.
I mean, take Deebo Samuel, for instance. You could cut him next year, but then you'll be taking $15 million in dead money, and you'll be saving $9 million against the cap. Same could be said about Trent Williams. You'll save $15 million against the cap, but you'll take a $19 million dead cap hit, so it's not worth cutting him. So moving forward, there's a huge question about what the San Francisco 49ers will have to do once Brock Purdy gets paid in 2 years. The good news is Brock Purdy's contract extension isn't going to be coming up until the summer of 2025, and he won't really be counting against the 49ers cap until 2026, meaning the 49ers don't need to be worried, at least not yet, about big changes that are going to be made to this team. Although losing Eric Armstead is going to sting. So that being said,
I mean, they could just replace him in the draft.
Well, it seems like Brandon Ayuk is really dialing up the pressure. John Lynch floated out Brandon Ayuk for trade earlier this season, saying that he was willing to trade Brandon Ayuk for a first-round pick. Immediately, he started pivoting, saying that John Lynch said that the 49ers are actively talking with Brandon Ayuk and there has been no trade discussions. All those reports are not accurate. He said that the team would be okay with Ayuk playing on the 5th-year option, which isn't really a bad case scenario for Brandon Ayuk at all. But then Brandon Ayuk took this picture in either a woodshed or a sauna. This looks like a sauna, and then wrote, "Money talks, bullshit walks." Brandon Ayuk has to have a social media person, man. Like, there's no way he's coming up with all this stuff by himself. So this brings us to the question of what should the 49ers do? There are 2 options here. One is you can extend Brandon Ayuk, which if they do intend on extending Brandon Ayuk, you should do it sooner rather than later, because there's going to be a huge jump in how much wide receivers are about to get paid.
Because CeeDee Lamb's contract coming up. Justin Jefferson's contract's coming up.
The likes of CeeDee Lamb and Justin Jefferson, who are due for
Like,
contract
bro,
extensions.
Jefferson, I tell you, is gonna break the bank, bro. Chase as well. Like, bro, I wouldn't be surprised if Jefferson gets like close to 200 mil in money, bro. I would not be surprised about that.
Chase is up for a contract extension, so ideally you get your contract extension in with Brandon Ayuk before all that.
Justin Jefferson's my favorite receiver in the NFL right now.
For building a football team usually involves not overpaying for a wide receiver. You never see teams with a top 5 highest paid wide receiver winning the Super Bowl. Now the Philadelphia Eagles came very, very close with AJ Brown 2 years ago, but typically you won't make it to the Super Bowl if you invest too heavily in a wide receiver. receiver, although that will carry you throughout the regular season. I would say an exception should be made in this case for the 49ers because Brandon Ayuk carries so many responsibilities for the San Francisco 49ers in their offense. But if you're trying to save money, which I don't really think the 49ers need to save money, but if you want to save money, the best case scenario for the 49ers is trading Brandon Ayuk for a first-round pick. This is another one of those big wide receiver
Then just
drafts that
then
have
just
a
draft the
ton
wide
of
receiver.
wide receiver position, whether it's Marvin Harrison Jr.
Watch they draft Brandon Rice, bro.
Adonai Mitchell. We keep talking about how 6 quarterbacks can go in the first round of the NFL draft, but no one's talking about how deep wide receiver is in this year's NFL draft. So if you don't want to invest
Forget about
heavily
Ricky
in wide
Pearsall,
receiver, you either have to
Malachi
go
Corley.
later round,
God damn it.
49ers would do, or you'd have to trade Brandon
Who
Ayuk
else?
for a first round pick and then find a team that
Got Troy
believes in Brandon
Franklin in that
Ayuk so
motherfucker.
much so that they don't mind giving up a first round
This shit
pick
is
and then
stacked.
making him a top 5 highest paid wide receiver in the NFL right now. And obviously that's the dream scenario for the 49ers. If they find a team that's willing to give up a first round pick, even no matter where in the first round it is, they'll happily take it. But so far, I don't think they found any such wide receiver. At the end of the day, there isn't really a right or wrong answer for this. It's more what the 49ers think they need the most. And in my opinion, losing Brandon Ayuk would absolutely cripple the 49ers unless they could find another wide receiver that excels at run blocking as much as he does. So let me know in the comment section down below, if you're a 49ers fan, what do you think they should do? You trade Brandon Ayuk, pay Brandon Ayuk, or just play him on the 5th-year option? I like to hear what you have to say. Aside from that, I'm your boy Mike. I'm dropping our mic until our next upload.
Hey man, Niners got a lot of thinking to do because honestly, if I'm being like totally honest with you, Ayuk doesn't want to be here. Doesn't want to be a 49er, bro. So I think they should just trade him for a first round pick and replace him in the draft because, bro, this is like Mike said, this is a deep wide receiver draft, bro. You can easily replace him and then like reset the wide receiver market or whatever, so you can have like, you know what I'm saying, even the 5th-year option over again. So, you know, I don't know what the hell they're gonna do with Ayuk, bro. Just don't trade him to the Steelers, bro. Don't do that. But hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe to the channel if you're new. Turn on my post notifications to get notified whenever I drop another banger video. And without further ado, I'm out.